Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be reviewing the Elite Suito-T Smart Indoor Cycling Trainer. Direct drive trainers offer one of the quietest and most realistic indoor cycling experiences. The Direct Drive Elite Suito sits in the middle of Elite Smart Trainer lineup and offers an excellent balance of accuracy and price. In this review, we're going to be looking at the latest version of the Suito, the Suito-T, which drops the cassette but offers the same features as the original. You can see packaging wise very simple. You get that large cardboard box, very well packaged with all the specs printed directly on the box. You have nice foam cutouts on the inside that keep everything secure. So even if your shipper is not gentle with the box, it should arrive safely. And then everything is nicely wrapped in plastic with little nooks and crannies for all the accessories. In terms of specs for the trainer, the Suito-T is $849.99, although you can find it for cheaper through a lot of other retailers as it's been around for a few years. This is a smart direct drive trainer, which means you don't need an extra tire or a wheel. It has a free body directly built into it. With the Suito-T, there's no more cassette, so you have to supply your own, which is a little bit of a bummer, but does mean you can pick the one that fits your bike or just take it off an existing wheel. It's compatible with the Elite riser as well as the steering plate, so you can really make this a lot more immersive. And it offers up to 1900 watt resistance with 2.5% accuracy, so very accurate and a great balance for a mid-level trainer. In terms of what's in the box, as you can see here, a lot of plastic. And then once you take the plastic off, you get a basic wheel block. And you can see that it's just a simple cutout with the Elite on there. You get the power cable with a lot of accessories. So you actually get all these adapters for different countries, which is really nice to have. It's not just for US. They supply all the attachments, so if you go overseas, you can easily swap it out. You get the instruction manual and the nice plastic. And it includes all the adapters you need as well. So if you have a QR or through axle, you're covered. And Elite offers a bunch of other options and adapters on their website. And they also include this Elite skewer, which is pretty nice. So it's a stainless steel one versus the carbon or the other ones that might get a little bit damaged. So really nice for them to offer that. And all the instructions are directly in here. Now let's go over the fit and finish of the Elite Suito-T indoor trainer. As you can see, it's a fairly large trainer. It's a direct drive design, so you can see the cassette is installed directly onto it, and then you just attach the bike. And that means the whole trainer itself is larger. So you have the actual mounting point much higher, as you can see up here, and then a large flywheel. And that's kind of one inherent downside of the design of a direct drive trainer, is the fact that you need a bigger flywheel. This one's 3.5 kilograms, and actually gives you a much better real feel. So you can see when I let go, it still just coasts a little bit and then comes to a stop. And that's more realistic. So when you stop pedaling on the road, it doesn't keep going for infinite amount of time, but it does slow down. So very industrial design too. You can see belt drive. Now if we look at the side view, you can see it's a very industrial design. All the bolts and everything are exposed. Unlike some other ones on the market with under lighting, this one is more functional design. You can see the belt directly on here and little cutouts along the flywheel itself. We have the quick release installed already, and it's a very flat design, so when you're not using it, you can compress the legs back in, and then it can take up less space. It is still bigger than some other trainers on the market just because of the inherent size and the fact that it has a big flywheel, but otherwise nice compact form factor that you can put in the closet. Here's kind of a top view of it. You can see it's mostly dominated by the motor here and then the large flywheel. The handle itself, even though it doesn't have contours, that's actually nicely designed. You can see nice and wide, and then you can grab it and lift it. It's fairly heavy though, at about 38 pounds, so not something you want to lug around too much, but pretty easy to put away in the closet when it's not needed. Now I'll give you a closer look at how the locking mechanism works on the legs. So you can see there's a little tab here, and once that goes underneath, it locks it, so you can't really move it. To unlock the legs to store it, you gotta pull up and kind of push down on these. Now there's 3 LED indicators on the device itself. So the red one indicates the power supply. When it's off, you have no power. When it's on, it's red. Then you have the blue one, which indicates Bluetooth with a little icon next to it. So slow blinking, it means it's awaiting connection. On means it's transmitting. And fast blink means it's looking for a power meter, which is something you connect to for more accurate power readings from your bike. And then the green one indicates whether it's connected via the ANT+ protocol. Slow blinking like we have here means it's looking for a connection. On means it's transmitting, and again, fast blink means it's looking for a power meter. Now let's get the Suito set up on Zwift. As you can see here, we have it on our Elite folding mat. You simply want to unfold the two legs, and it's a nice stable and sturdy platform. The only downside to this trainer, it is fairly heavy, so smaller cyclists might have an issue with that. And those stabilizing legs can be really difficult to fold back in, as the release tab is on the inside rather than the outside, which would give you more leverage. Now, because it's a direct drive trainer, you don't need another wheel or another tire. As you can see, you just simply remove your rear tire, and then carefully place the bike on top and slide it down onto the QR skewer. Once you have on there, you just tighten the skewer and you're ready to ride. So really simple. Now, once you're riding, Zwift picks it up really quickly and you can get the cadence power directly from the unit. And it's a nice responsive, smart trainer. So it will respond to slopes. You can do a lot of training, erg mode and other ones where you can really target certain power. And you get nice accurate power readings on here with about 2.5% claimed accuracy. So more than enough for most cyclists. On Zwift, the connection is really simple. You do have to upgrade it before you first use it, but after that, we had no cutouts and no other issues, and a lot more fun to ride because you get that 15% slope simulation. And with that larger flywheel, it does feel more realistic as you can stop pedaling and you still get that inertia from the flywheel. So overall, really fun experience. It does lack some of those higher end features, such as the assisted downhill mode, which will actually spin up, or tilting plates. But with this one being about $700 to $800, depending on where you buy it, it's a pretty fun and solid training platform that makes it a lot more immersive. Noise-wise, I'll cut out the sound a little bit here and you can listen to it. Overall, it's a lot quieter than other wheel-on trainers. Because it's direct drive, you don't get that vibration that you get from the wheel contact. Instead, you just have a hum. It's not silent, but it's a lot quieter than the wheel-on trainer or even the 2.0. So it's probably about 50, 60, something like that decibel. So it's loud enough that you know it's there, but it's not going to annoy someone in the other room. Now let's go over the pros and cons for the Suito-T. What I like about it is that it's an industrial design, so it doesn't look like some alien technology. It's a simple, tall form factor. And that narrow form factor also means it's very easy to store, so you can put it on its side or vertically inside a closet and free up some space. You also get a nice realistic ride feel and gradient simulation, so it's a really nice value for a mid-level trainer. Some of the cons for the trainer is the fact that they don't include the cassette anymore, which is due to the supply issues. And closing the legs can be difficult because that tab is way on the inside. In terms of usability, it'd be a lot easier if they moved it to the outer side, so you can simply press a button and swing it in. And finally, it can be a little bit heavy to carry, so it's above 30 pounds. So if you're a smaller cyclist, that might be an issue. Taking everything into account would give the trainer a 9.0 out of a 10. It's a nice industrial design trainer that works easily with a lot of platforms and gives you that immersive feeling. Thanks for watching this review. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can see more content from us on our website at thesweetcyclist.com, as well as follow us on Instagram at thesweetcyclist. This is The Sweet Cyclist reminding you to enjoy the ride.